What's up, you guys? It's your boy JB. I'm here tonight with a review for Married to Medicine Los Angeles. This is season 1. I think this is episode number 4, or it could be number 5. Okay, we had episode 1 ATL, one ATL girls. This might be 4. It'll be corrected in the description bar when I upload the video. I think it's 4, and it was titled. Shit, I don't know what the fuck it was titled. Hell, that'll be in the description bar too. I didn't get that, but we'll have everything in the description bar when I upload the video. But without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so the episode, it actually picked up where last week's episode left off when we had Dr. Imani, Dr. Britton, and Shanique. They were having dinner, and they were talking about Jasmine's house, how they think it looks like a drug dealer's house. And we find out that Jasmine has 4 fucking Bentleys. Like, what do you guys need 4? First of all, what do you need 4 Bentleys for? And then it looked like they were all the same fucking color. Like, if you're gonna buy 4 of something, wouldn't you buy it in a different color? Like, you might have one in white, you might have one in black, you might have one in red, and you might have another one in blue, but all of them the same fucking color. And then that house is huge as fuck. I didn't even really just look at that last week, but that house is big as shit. Like, what the fuck? Y'all only got 1 baby that I know of, but okay, I guess if you say so. That is a big ass house. And Shanique is like, he has his own medical groups. And Dr. Imani was like, well, shit, bitch, so do I. Like, and they were like, the doctors that they know that either make a lot of money, they don't live like that. And I'm just like, well, I mean, now that I start to think about it, I'm like, shit, medical school, number one, costs a lot of fucking money. And unless you are rich, born into a rich family, and your family pays for you to go to medical school and all that stuff, you might have you might have a lot of fucking debt. So I don't necessarily believe, he must be a psychiatrist to the stars. He must be like Dr. Fraser. He must be like Fraser Crane. But even Fraser, he didn't even live that way. He lived in a penthouse. So yeah, I'm actually like Dr. Imani. Like, what the fuck does he do? Like, is he doing some other shit on the side? And I'm not saying illegal stuff on the side. I'm just saying, what the hell does he do? Like, does he have other side hustles that make up for what he doesn't make? But I don't know. But yeah, it's definitely something interesting, to say the least. So then Dr. Imani says that she wants to get all the girls together, and they just lock themselves in and they have a fun time. I'm like, oh, this sounds like a recipe for disaster. But I'm here for it. I'm definitely here for it. All right, so then we see Dr. Britton. We see Dr. Britton. She's talking with a patient. So Britton is telling us that when she was in medical school, she hated everything that she was learning, pretty much. But when she did her rotation in anesthesiology, that's when she was like, "Oh yeah, this is for me." And so the patient that she's dealing with today, the patient was telling her that she had breast cancer, and they did the double mastectomy. And they put her breast in, and I think she had some scar tissue or something. I don't know exactly what they were doing to the lady. But oh shit, my eye is irritated right about now. But yeah. What was I saying? Okay. I'm gonna move on, because I forgot what I was talking about there quickly. So then we see another scene where Britton, I know what I'm about to say, because I tweeted about it. Britton is a very, very beautiful woman. I think I've said this before, that all the women on this show are beautiful, but Britton is so pretty. She kind of puts you in the mind of Robin from Real Housewives of Potomac, but she's a lot smarter than Robin, because Robin is a dumb version of Robin herself. God, I do not want to talk about Robin and Juan. The fuck? She couldn't give us nothing else besides... When is Bravo gonna fire Robin? I thought Robin was supposed to have been fired last season. Why the fuck does Bravo keep bringing Robin back? Andy, why do you keep bringing Robin back? Robin doesn't give us any goddamn thing besides the whole bullshit between her and Juan. God. Like, didn't he say one season that he wouldn't have been? Was that last season or was that the season before? Where he said if it wasn't for the boys, he wouldn't have been there. Let me get off of Robin and Juan and move back to, Married to Medicine, LA. So then we see Brittany. She's FaceTiming with her husband and her family. And, she asked how the kids are doing in school. And, Mac is like he went to the school and he met with the teachers. And, I really do feel bad for Brittany because, people I might want to come down hard on her because she is the breadwinner. So far, look like it. She's the breadwinner, and her husband is playing Mr. Mom to the kids, which I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. So he asked her, has she found anything? She said no, because everything that I've shown you, you said no to it. And what it is he wants to live on the outskirts of LA, and she wants to live inside of LA because she doesn't want to do a whole commute to work every day. Which I get that, but you guys have to find some kind of a compromise. Because I don't know how I would feel with my kids and my kids living in one state. Now that would drive me crazy as hell. I know it would, but Britain and Mac will figure that shit out. All right, so then we see Dr. Noel. Like I said last week, Dr. Noel is going to be just like Dr. Jackie from Atlanta. She's just going to be the one that gives us, the medical stuff that we need. Actually, Britain does the same thing too, but I'm getting a Jackie vibe from Noel. So, she's having some, some girl time with Asha. So they sit and they start talking about, the party and how, how Asha felt about not Jasmine, but Shanique. I really want them to stop talking about this party. It really was not that deep. Like, I don't get it. Like, yeah, she invited, your husband's ex. It wasn't that big of a deal. And you knew about it. Like, oh God, it's just not that deep to me. Like, it's something that you can move past. Like, she didn't hurt you. She didn't harm you. It just wasn't that serious. And then Dr. Noel talking about how, people like Shanique are miserable and they just want her to be miserable. I'm like, I'm not following. Because never mind. Excuse me. Never mind. So, but Dr. Noel did ask, can she move past this stuff and go to Imani's party? She's like, yeah, we good. I'm like, please, can we move past it? Because I'm so tired of talking about this already. Oh God, this is irritating as the fuck. So then we see another scene where Dr. Noel is going uniform shopping with her daughter. Her daughter's a smart girl because you're like, if there's any conflict in the school, like they can catch these hands. Catch these hands. Like lay a bitch out. Like shit. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do is knock a bitch the fuck out. I don't want to say knock a bitch out, but knock somebody out. If it's a female, if it's a man, whatever. Now you don't want no man a little boy hitting a girl. You don't want a little girl hitting a little boy. So you know what I mean. A girl on girl, boy on boy. Like, knock the motherfuckers out. Like, if they think they're gonna fuck with you, like, oh, you wanna fuck with me? Like, what's up? Like, I had to do that in school too with some people. Like, I had somebody when I was like in the 5th grade that tried to bully me, and he found out the hard way that I was not the one to fuck with because it was a trip that we went on. It was a camping trip. We stayed there for a full week. So we went to this like swamp like area and we got in the water. It was nasty as shit though. So he thought he was gonna mess with me and bully me tease me on the bus. I'm like, and I told him, I'm like, you might want to stop, calm down, chill out, like just don't play with me like that. So he kept going off. He kept saying kept running off at the mouth. I said, I've asked you once to stop. Like, I'm not messing with you, so don't mess with me. So he tried to get in my face. I said, cool. I let him sit his ass back down in that seat, and I reached right over the seat and pop, knocked his ass out. And I kept hitting him repeatedly. He couldn't find me back, and the bus driver just let us fight. That is sad. The bus driver let us fight, and everybody was just egging it on. But I beat his ass. And after that, he never once messed with me ever again. He learned his lesson. He learned that hard ass lesson not to mess with this nigga. Don't fuck with me. And the sad part is he was white. But he wanted to be, he wanted to be a hardcore look. He wanted to be, he hung out with all us black kids, and he wanted to be, hardcore, and, he wanted to be down with it. And I'm like, I'm not, just because I'm quiet does not mean that I won't fight you. That just means leave me the fuck alone. Like, I'm quiet, but because I don't fuck with people, but just don't play with me. Don't fuck with me. If you don't fuck with me, I won't fuck with you. If you fuck with me, I'm gonna end it. All right, so then move on to Shanique. Shit, we talked about bullying with Shanique's family, and we talked about it with Dr. Noel. So we see Shanique, she's cooking dumplings for her family, and she and her daughter having a conversation, so I'm guessing they filmed this last summer. Really? Okay. But yeah, she's talking to her daughter, and they're talking about her going to school, and the same thing about bullying came up again. I feel what Dr. Roberts says. Shit, if somebody fucking with you, fuck with them back. Don't be no punk. Beat their ass. Nah, I don't promote violence. I really don't. I don't like to be a violent person. But like I've always said, if you pick and mess with me, I'm gonna defend myself. And I think that might be why I lost my last job, because people pick, and customers. Oh God, people are assholes. Like, I hate when people throw shit at me and think that they're gonna get good customer service from me. Nah, bitch. You throw something at me, that's your ass. And that could be one reason why. Yeah, that could be one reason why. Because I just wasn't nice to people. If you throw shit at me, don't throw no shit at me. I don't know who the fuck you think I am, but don't throw a bitch ass thing at me, because I will tag your ass. But yeah, we're gonna move on, because Shanique didn't really give much with this scene, so we're gonna move on. All right, so next we're gonna move over to Asha. So she is meeting with one of the executive producers over at Days of Our Lives. Oh my God. If you guys know anything about me, I love soap operas. I started soap operas when I was in middle school. So I was about I started watching soaps in about 2000, 2001. So I was between 10 and 11 years old. The first soap opera that I ever watched was Passions on NBC. Oh my God, I loved Passions. I loved Passions so much. I even got my mom into Passions, because my mom had stopped watching soap operas years ago. Had stopped watching soap operas years before I started watching them. Her and my grandmother. But I started with Passions. Then I moved on to Days of Our Lives, and I currently still watch Days of Our Lives. I was so bummed when Passion got canceled, and then they brought it back to DirecTV's The 101. I never got to watch it because we didn't have DirecTV. And then I moved from Passions to Days of Our Lives to All My Children. Loved All My Children. Then I went from Passions, and I watched all these every day. So I'm gonna tell you guys all the soaps that I used to watch back in the day, and I'm gonna tell you ones that I currently watch. So I used to watch Passions at 1:00. Well, so here's how it go. It was All My Children at noon. Oh. I'm goofy. I think y'all know that. So this was back in the days when when you had to use the VCR to record shit, and I used a timer. So with the VCR, you could only record one thing at a time. And I remember when I had my first DVR, my first DVR, my first TiVo, you can only record one thing at a time. So if something came on at the same time, you can record multiple shows at one time. But back to the VCR. So I used to have to record All My Children at 11:00 from Dallas. Cause I used to live. My hometown is Tyler. If anybody knows anything about Texas. So yeah, I had to record the Dallas showing at 11:00, which was a day behind, might I add, from what my hometowns was. Then at noon, it went to at noon I would start to watch Days of Our Lives. Then at 1 o'clock it was Passions, and at 2 o'clock it was General Hospital. That was my day. So then when I got home, I would watch All My Children. It took me 4 hours to watch that stuff, but I would watch it. I'd be like, oh no, what? Oh my God, I knew it. I knew that. Sometimes I would boo-hoo cry at some of them scenes on Passions and All My Children. Sometimes I ain't gonna lie to you guys. No, I haven't cried on about soap operas in since 2013 on General Hospital, when there was a character that I really loved. Her name was Connie, and she was murdered. I did kind of cry with that scene. I was like, "Aw." But so currently, I watch Days of Our Lives, General Hospital. I record The Young and the Restless, but I have not watched Young and the Restless in about, oh God, I stopped watching Young and the Restless when I was in college. And I've been out of college. I graduated college now almost 7 years ago. So I have not watched Young and the Restless for about at least 10 years. Damn, that's a long time. Because it really has been almost 10 years since I watched Young and the Restless. That's how much Asha gave me with this thing, that I have to talk about my history with the soap operas. But Asha is, doing an audition for Days of Our Lives. I don't think she got the role, because I haven't saw her on the show. But if she did get the role, we probably would see it coming up soon. I don't know. But yeah, she was reading for it, and then the producer, he wanted her to be more sassy with it. Asha's talking about, they asked black actresses to be more sassy. No, girl, you were bland. You were kind of bland, unfortunately, when you read those lines. Like, I'm like, and when she was reading those lines, you could tell that the actress, not the character, she had a fucking attitude, because she felt like she was getting passed over for the job. So I definitely I agree with him talking about give a little bit. He could have said a little bit more attitude, but he said sass, and she knew what the fuck that meant. But she gonna talk about, they asked black actresses to do that. No, girl, you were bland. But I do know that she got a role on Star as Keke Palmer's aunt. Now, I don't watch Star, so I don't know what role Keke Palmer plays on Star. So if you know, put it in the comments, because again, I don't watch that show. I've never watched that show, and I don't watch Empire at all. I used to watch Empire, but I stopped watching that season 2, and I've never, like I said, never once watched Star. But congratulations to her for that role on Star. Again, I don't know too much about it because I don't watch the show. All right, so next we see everybody getting ready for Dr. Imani's party. We see Asha and Dr. Noel on FaceTime talking about the party and what to expect. Now, I don't really know why Asha is so pressed by Shanique. It really wasn't that deep. I'm sorry. It was not that deep to me. Then we see Dr. Britton and Dr. Imani. They are, getting ready for the party as well. And, Britton is telling Imani how Mac has given her ultimatum, which I don't agree with that. But I mean, Mac is in a role that he wasn't prepared for. But, I agree with what Imani said. Like, you got to get out of that stereotypical, the wife is at home taking care of the kids and the man is out working. You got to get past that shit. We're in 2019. Get past the bullshit. And then Imani says she has some ulterior motives. I'm pretty sure that the ulterior motives have to do with Jasmine. And then we see Jasmine and Shanique heading to the party. Oh my God. They sound worse than Jessica Simpson talking. Like, they sound like two dumb ditzy blondes. Like, what the fuck with those Valley Girl accents? I'm like, oh no. Oh God. But and then Shanique tells Jasmine what happened when she met with Imani and Britton, how Imani feels like her house is a drug house. And Jasmine like, well, she's just a hater because I live in Beverly Hills. Like, girl, ain't nobody really hating, but yeah, I mean, that is kind of odd though, that you got, like I said, 4 fucking Bentleys, but whatever. So they get to the party, and Imani says that she wants all the issues that they have to be left there. And Jasmine is like, oh, you're saying we're sisters, but I heard that you were talking shit about me, and like, I don't think that that's cool. Like, you're just a hater. But you know, Iman is like, I don't want to talk about this right here, right now. Let's finish our food, and I'm with Iman like, bitch, let's eat. Let me eat my food before we get into the drama. Like, can I please eat, and then we can go over here and get into the drama. So then they move over, and you know, Imani brings up what Asha, you know, what Shanique said. Oh yeah, what Shanique said about Asha knowing about Dr. Anissa being at the party. So Asha does say that she knew about it, that she did call her and let her know that she may or may not come, and that, you know, she wanted her to come. Well, if you knew that, oh God, I don't really want to talk about this too much, but I know Asha said that she didn't expect for not Imani, but Shanique to bring her over there. And they were like, wait a minute, but Shanique didn't bring her over there. It was Heavenly who brought her over there. Heavenly, all messy ass. Okay. Then Noel says that, you know, she felt like that was a cop out. You know, everything that Shanique is saying is a cop out, and that nobody should have been at that party for her husband that was more important than her. I'm like, but y'all made it an issue. So I'm like, oh God. Oh God. So then, you know, Shanique goes in to say that, you know, 6 years ago, Larry proposed to the woman, and that they were at one point going back and forth with each other 4 years ago. And they were all like, wait a minute, whoa. Are you trying to say that her husband cheated on her? And Asha, she gets up and walks away. And I'm like, I don't get why Asha, maybe Asha's just not confrontational. I don't know what it is with Asha, but, and I do like Asha to an extent, but the fact that she's letting these girls kind of run over her, it's just like, girl, have a backbone, stand up for yourself, don't cower down. Like, what are you doing? But you guys, that was Married to Medicine Los Angeles. Like the video, leave your comments, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys tomorrow for 3 hours of Love and Hip Hop, 2 hours of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and the Love and Hip Hop Miami Reunion Season 2 Reunion Part 2. So, until then, see you later.